Greeting interwebs, this is Jack K and welcome for another edition of Pokemon Battles. This was from the first stream I had, but it was the last battle when I decided to make it a multi-battle instead of the standard traditional single battle. And I decided to bring that to you this week instead of the battle I had previously, just for the sake of variety. Now, like the battles I had in the past, I didn't get down any names, so I don't think I can accurately put a name that you see on screen to a YouTube username. But just like before, if you're watching this video and you see your game name up on screen, feel free to leave a comment and I will credit you accordingly in the description of this video. So for this battle, I am teamed up with Haunter, and our opponents are two other people who were in the stream. I guess it's worth noting that I never really met these people outside of the stream. So it was basically an interesting decision to try to figure out who in the chat I was going to invite for this multi-battle. It involved hunting down a random number generator and just became so much more convoluted than needed. Now, I appreciate my partner leading off with the Gargantua when I lead off with Qiao. Now, a battle leading off with a Mega Evolution is a little bit intimidating, but Lucario is part Steel. I do have Qiao, and I'm very confident that High Jump Kick will make quick work out of that Lucario, even if it is in Mega form. Those Poison Spikes should be something to worry about, but honestly, I don't think the battle dragged out long enough for it to really matter. At least in the parts where Toxic Spikes could have played an effect. A single High Jump Kick is more than enough to take out Lucario, and Dragonite comes out in this place. Around here, our opponent decides to go for another layer of Toxic Spikes, and it's kind of interesting because, like I said before, I personally don't feel Toxic Spikes really played a major role in this battle. But a Thunder off on a Dragonite is kind of nice, especially when it does that much. I'm actually kind of surprised that Thunder did that much damage and got off the Paralyzation. It did have a Lumberry though, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm not worried about the Lumberry because Stone Edge will take out the Dragonite soon afterwards. Which might have been a better idea for me to go after the Greninja. And I say that only because we have a Greninja tag team now, and Greninja normally wouldn't be something I worry about, but the fact that this one has a Psychic type move really has me concerned. I'm really surprised that it decided to go after Gargantua instead of Qiao. I always saw Gargantua as a bigger threat, but still, the Extraordinary probably would have taken out Qiao, and the Life Orb pretty much takes out my own partner. And I decided to go for U-turn. Hindsight, I might have been smarter to go for a High Jump Kick earlier, but that U-turn will work out quite nicely because it allows me to finish off the Greninja, get out of the picture in that. And if it had more health, the fact that it turned into a Psychic type would have allowed me to take it out. Although, maybe I was thinking that in the battle, because I think the other reason I went into U-turn was to get into Kanji. That turns out not to work so well because he's physically bulky, but he does not take that Scald well at all. And I suppose the poison isn't that great either, but I appreciate the fact that it keeps me from getting burned more than the fact that it's doing poison, so I still stand by my claim that Toxic Spikes didn't matter too much in this fight. Now, the really scary thing is that he has a Mega Gengar out in the field, so that's gotta get taken out ASAP. Now, my partner here goes for the Brave Bird, probably hoping to take out the Greninja. Unfortunately for us, it doesn't. The Greninja barely lives a hit, and doesn't even have a focus stash like the last one did. Instead, my partner gets taken out by a Thunder. Overkill. Joy. But at least I have the Thunder Punch to finish off the Greninja. Although if I'd known that he was going to target the Greninja, I probably would have done something to get rid of the Mega Gengar. Speaking of Mega Pokemon, my partner has Kangaskhan, which he'll reveal to be the Mega version of Kangaskhan. So it evens out the fact that our opponent has a Mega Gengar. Now, the following play my opponent makes is kind of interesting because I wouldn't expect a Gengar to have a move like this. But Gengar actually is going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. which you may think is not really that great an option, but is able to get damage off King's Cannon while taking out Kanji. 2 vs 1 stone. I was really hoping that my partner had the Sucker Punch, but Bite is all he has. But look at that, that's Mega King's Cannon at work there. It almost took out that Gengar just from a bite out of all moves. Still would have been nice to have a Sucker Punch, but there's a lot that could have been done on my side. So Naruto goes into Mega form, and we prepare for the part of the fight where Naruto becomes a wall. I do want to take out this Gengar before it can do any more damage, however, I know Naruto's going to be slower, so I just leave it up to my partner to finish off the Gengar, and use the time that I would normally spend not attacking anything to get up Iron Defense. You may think this is a good game because it's 2 Pokemon versus 1, although King's Cannon is not looking too well in the health department, so depending on what Pokemon he brings out next, could result in issues. And if you were paying attention to the preview, you know that the Talonflame is next. This Talonflame is the sole reason I replaced Iron Defense with Stone Edge. Oh boy, this Talonflame. Before this fight, I just thought Talonflames were really good at being offensive. I did not realize a Talonflame could outwall a wall. Cause I forgot about Roost, and I should have realized that Roost was a move that Talonflames tend to carry. So I am forced to just rinse and repeat payback after payback, and he's even able to get up a Swords Dance or 2. But due to being slower, I cannot do anything but just keep trying to take him out of the payback. But since he'll always go first, he has the Roost and will just take away any damage that I do to him. This whole time I was thinking I could go into Chie, but I was so scared that the second I swapped into Chie, that would be the time he decided to do Brave Bird or something like that. Ironically enough, if I would have done the swap sooner, I might have been able to catch him before he decided, hey, I think I've done enough Swords Dances, time to do the Brave Bird. I say a Brave Bird, but honestly, Flame Bliss would not be any better for Chie because of how high his attack is at this point. And the Flame Bliss would be the better move to do if either move would take it out, because Flame Bliss would do more damage than Naruto. Heck, even with my Iron Defense, I don't know if I would have been able to survive a Flame Blitz. Even though this whole battle would come down to surviving the Flame Blitz and then pulling off a Metal Burst. However, that's not gonna work because I swap into Chie, therefore I lose my defense boost. I don't really do anything in sacrificing Chie. So Naruto's gonna go into the battle without the defense boost. And I believe I decided to go for the Metal Burst because why not? And as you can see, swapping the Chi at the wrong time cost me any hope I had of winning this battle. I do hate how it turned into a stall fest at the very end. Didn't help that I was tired and was rushing to end the stream so I could take care of matters outside of the internet. But that was no excuse for the battle being the way it was. So good game guys, despite what I may have said otherwise, I think having a multi-battle in the stream was nice. I did it in the latest stream I had as well, and I think it might be something worth repeating in the future. It just seems like a fun alternative to single battles to get more people the opportunity to have a battle with me during the battle streams. So I look forward to sharing more battles with you guys, and hopefully in the near future I can get around to making more than one battle video per week. We'll have to see about that though, because I do want to keep up to date with my current playthroughs as well. Either way, I'll see you battle fans for the next battle video.